Hey everyone, Kato here. Just gonna go ahead and share my Great Rift run, where I just recently hit rank 33. Um, I've been in the top 100 for a couple days now. Started out at rank 80, did another run, got to rank 38, and then I dropped down, and then I just finished my run today, which got me to rank 33. There's quite a few things about this Great Rift that really just stood out to me in terms of like gameplay style, because it's more than just having like the right decks. It's also about having the right gameplay, and I think this stresses gameplay more than the previous Great Rift, in my opinion. Because the previous Great Rift was really about like slamming as many Mika heals as you can, and then abusing the stupid equipment. Oh my god, that stupid equipment on Tressa or whatever. This Great Rift was more about timing your breaks and timing your heals, and making sure that you are maximizing the amount of damage you were doing every single turn. And it took a lot more micromanagement. But anyways, I'll kind of get into that in the later parts of the videos, but I'll just kind of go over the decks. So but as you can see, this is in fact legit. I am rank 33. And I'll go ahead and share the decks that I use, and I'll also share like a couple of alternative decks if you're just looking to get your top 500, your 500k, or if you're just trying to hit top 100, or even just top 3% for the bonuses. Because you don't really need perfect save datas, despite what everyone is telling you, or maybe what you're telling yourself. If you think that you need the +1 AP or whatever to get your desired. Okay, Cassius, shut up. All right. To get your desired scoring, then you're kind of wrong there, because you can actually do it on significantly less. My first top 100 attempt was on a really crappy deck. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the Cassius deck. He is by far the easiest of the 3 units that you need built. This is the particular deck I used to clear my rank 33. And then I'll show you the other variants that I've tried that have also gotten very close to beating my high score. So I think this goes without saying, you want the self-generating experiment and the forced learning apparatus. I think it's pretty important in the earlier turns that you get these, and alongside this pyramid thing for the lead card. Your early turns, you don't have a whole lot to work with in terms of like AP, unless you're using the AP generating build. So if you don't have the AP generating build for Sereniel, then you're going to want to use this to make this cheaper, and then this will kind of snowball into the rest of your gameplay. I took the initiation one because I actually found out that in my different variants of the build, there were 2 types of RNG. One was whether you got the right quest, or if you got the choose quest, whether you even drew it on the first turn. Because if you don't draw it on the first turn, your run's kind of screwed over. So you need to be able to like you need to be able to get the right quest and get your your upgraded dice trick pretty early on. If you're doing the Asia strat that top 1 is playing in that server, you don't need this card because you actually take a different epiphany, and I actually have a deck for that. Let me see if I can find it here. I have a lot of decks here. It's probably... No, it's not that one either. Anyways, I'll get to that later. But, it's a pretty basic deck, other than needing these 2 lead cards, and... Because really, at the end of the day, the only thing you really, really need is your quest card and your dice trick. If you already have a dice trick upgrade. I even have this, and this actually got me 1.2 mil just screwing around, because all I needed was Popper and Dice Trick, And after both of them are used up, you had a 1-card deck with Devil Dice. So it was like you always opened every turn with your Sereniel and Selena cards. But anyways, Cassius deck, pretty straightforward. You only care about the quest card, and you only care about the dice trick. Everything else is just kind of bonus, it's extra. If you really want, you can do extra jokers to make sure you always draw your Ravage resets. You can do what I did with the lead if you want to go that route. But realistically, if you're just looking to get your 500k, or maybe you're trying to break in the top 100, but you're not sure how, this is probably a good start. This is a laughably easy deck to make. This morale one resolve, that's not really mandatory. You just need to have the popper and the dice trick. Everything else is whatever. And this was here if I wanted to spam, if I wanted to burn an extra heal to create 2 more curses early. But the heal this would help me heal back to full whenever something like that happened. Anyways, so that's the Cassius deck. The second deck that I played was Sereniel. This is, in fact, the 1 AP version. I kind of got unlucky and ended up with a X Shining Core variant. Really, really tragic. The X Shining Core variant does not work as well as you might think it would here. Primarily because when you're playing with multiple resets in hand, and sometimes you're stuck with triple ones in hand, or let's say you have a Pale Shooting Star but you don't want to use it yet, or a Cobalt Light, you don't want to use it yet, you end up having way more AP than you can realistically generate. So you're spending like 13 AP, but you're only generating 4 cards. So you even have to like change your game plan a little bit, where you activate the Shining Core early, then you use the +1 AP homing lasers to regenerate your AP, and then you can use like this is if you have like 2 Shining Cores in hand, like I did on some turns. But realistically, I personally don't think this deck is mandatory. I don't think the 1 AP is actually as broken. Like, it's very broken, but in this context, it's probably not as needed because Cassius just plays for free. And Selena's deck, once you use all the upgrades, her entire deck is 0 cards cost anyways. So you need 0 AP. You only need AP for the early turns to activate these blank upgrades. After that, your deck just kind of plays itself for free, and you only end up using your AP for Shooting Star, Cobalt Light, and Shining Cores. Because everything else here is, like, free. So, for this specific content, yeah, you don't really need the 1 AP. I actually have multiple variants where I've tested without it, and I've gotten over 1.2 mil on all of them. So, there's this one where I've just kind of dicked around, and I did Forbidden Portrait of Fury after seeing that tech. Once again, wrong Shining Core. Doesn't matter. If you don't have the perfect deck, you can still do it. You just have to know how to play the actual content. There's the 2 Vulnerable variant. I've tried this. I think if I got the correct base Epiphany, this would be better. The Divine is fine. And this is really important. This specific Epiphany where it comes to your hand at the start of the turn, it is much, much smoother and arguably more stronger than any other variant. And the reason for that is because, not just because of how consistent it is, but how smooth the drawing is. Because when you add those 3 cards, because I have 3 copies, when you add those 3 cards to hand, I'm essentially playing with like a 4-card deck. Because these cards will not be in my deck at any given point, because they're always going to go straight to my hand, and then they're always going to get to the use card pile. So my opening hand will always draw one of these 4 cards, Shining Core, Cobalt Light, or Pale Shooting Star. You know, after all your upgrades are used up, you're always going to draw at least one of these alongside your Selena decks, or Selena cards. Now, if you're really unfortunate, you'll just draw all 4 tactical maneuvers, and you have no way to cantrip out of it, and then your turn is kind of fucked. But if you don't draw all 4 of them, and I'll kind of get into that as well, if you how to play the individual turns out. then you're kind of golden. You can do a lot. If you want like a super vanilla version of the build, this is basically what you're aiming for. You can disagree with me on a few things, I think, but the general consensus is you want this card in your hand at the start of your turn. Plasma Missile doesn't matter all that much. I think if I were to change this, I would get the draw 1 variant, because that activates twice and you actually draw 2. But otherwise, having the unique upgrade variant means it just removes itself from the deck after you use it, along with the Shining Core, so then you become this vanilla version of the deck. You just have 3 homing lasers and a pale shooting star, and that's it. That's your... And because the homing lasers add to your hand at the start of the turn, out of your X card deck, let's say it's like 5 card deck, one of them is always going to be pale shooting star and nothing else. It's very like streamlined. There's no fluff. You're not drawing like useless garbage. There's another AP version. I tried this one. I kept breaking. I got really unlucky with a couple of the Faint Memory RNG. I miscalculated when I was doing this run. This was kind of early when I was still trying to learn like how much points every little thing was, and overcalculated. This is another one that I just ran. It's very, once again, extremely vanilla. This is probably one of my first variants of the deck. This particular armor is very, very useful if you are running the Choose Popper. If you have the Choose Popper, you definitely want to have this, because this will let you discard up to 3 and get to your Popper. Your priority at the start of every single turn will be just to get to your Popper and start questing. And then this I just picked up for just because I could. This is pretty early on in my runs. Same thing. This was one of my earliest decks. I actually made this like like a week ago or something. This one has 4 homing lasers, and then, which was pretty good. I don't like Cobalt Light. Cobalt Light in this content is just kind of whatever. You can actually remove it, and you probably wouldn't lose anything off of it. You really just want the homing lasers to streamline your deck. Didn't use this variant. That was just for shits and giggles. This particular variant, I've tried it. I didn't like it because I would draw it when I didn't want to draw it. So, just take what you will out of that. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. And that kind of goes over the Sereniel variants. Like, it pretty much is just start of turn, move to hand. That's what you really want. So that after everything is in your hand, after these are in your hand, the rest of your deck is like very thin, and you can draw all of your combo cards, because you need to combo in order for this to be a smooth experience for you. And then the last thing I have here is where is it? Oh, Selena. Selena Ravage deck. I thought about refarming this, but it's pretty cringe. I hate farming Selena because Tactical Maneuver is so hard to get early as an Epiphany. And then on top of that, you have to get the right one. I got lucky. I hit it on like, I don't know, maybe the 10th or 11th try. And then I just went all in and prayed that I survived the run by deleting everything else. But for this variant of the build, you just want the high-powered scope. You want the tactical maneuver. Actually, you probably don't even need the high-powered scope, but this is just nice to have. It gives you that extra push of damage. Her damage isn't that much, but it does add up. This one, I got the wrong drone bombing. Ideally, you want the one that adds when you're doing a weakness attack, and then you'd actually be hitting twice every turn if you have them both active, drone bombing and scope. But it doesn't matter. This is fine too, as long as you take the upgrade variant. So either upgrade or the coordinated attack one, or the Ravage one. Because ideally, you just want this card. It's either going to be in your deck and be really OP, or it's out of your deck after you use it, because you just don't want to draw it in your hand when you start your turn. So, same with this. Honestly, you could delete a lot of these cards, but because they're upgrades, they kind of delete themselves. So So as soon as you get your priority should be to just activate as many of your upgrades as you can early on, while still maximizing your damage. As far as the actual run goes, I can go ahead and get started, but I can also I can do like a quick demonstration of how the early turns run, and I'll just do, instead of using this build, I'll just use the vanilla build. The vanilla build is like super straightforward. You don't need anything. And then I'll just use this just to kind of show you how this works. For the first fight, it doesn't really matter all that much. As long as you can kill it within 5 turns, it's pretty whatever. So you just, you know, slam a bunch of cards. Okay, let's see. Do this, do this, do this. No curse, so... It's very important that you get through the first part of this pretty quickly, because if you ever have to restart your run, you have to do all this crap again. So, I would say is the faster you can do the first part of the fight, the better. So, confiscation, and then all adagio. Do this, do this. Gonna do this, I got my curse, we're golden. See what else I draw, see what else I draw. Got a curse gauge. Okay, touch of darkness. Okay, my hand's like way too full, so I need to start ditch. Okay, let's get rid of these because they don't cantrip. Okay. Do that. This is the morale variant, so we're gonna do that. Okay, source of water. Activate. Okay, get the soul rip. Use this, generate some heals. Alright, whatever. Whoops. He's probably gonna die pretty soon, so... One, two... Alright, cool. He's dead. Alright! Let's get to the fun part. Alright, cool. So, looking at this, I got Selena's, like, discard 3, draw 3. So, my number one priority would be to get Popper in hand as fast as possible, followed by getting this dice trick in my hand. So, obviously I have the dice trick already, so I'm gonna ditch these. And then here's something that's very, very important for your opening turn. You only need 5 homing lasers to actually break the boss. So... 1, 2, and then because I'm generating 2 off the Shining Core, you can actually get rid of the extra homing laser here and you wouldn't lose anything off of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to keep the Devil Dice because it draws me the card. It's the same as if I were to discard it here. But for the most part, we're just gonna go. Alright, so I didn't get it. I have a couple more chances here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use one homing laser, because it's gonna bring down my hand size so that I can use this. Use that. It gets me the upgrade card, it got me the poplar. So, we can go ahead and 000. And we'll go ahead and use this. And then we'll just go 1, a 2. And remember... Oh, I messed up. Whatever. Do that. So you get down your hand size as much as you can. Looking at my hand right now, I'll use this to draw a card. Got that. So we're gonna use that. Alright. So here's another tidbit that's pretty important. So you have Afterglow. And because of the Afterglow, as long as you have one Afterglow, you only need 4 lasers to break the boss. Or, and this is pretty important, you only need 3 lasers with 3 000s. So that's also an option that you can go with. So I'm looking at my quest generation. I know I'm going to generate 1 right now. And I also know I'm going to generate another when I activate 3 homing lasers. So I will have 3 000s. So I'm going to go ahead and use this here. Now I have a full house, I'll use that. Activate this. And then I'll tactical maneuver. And then 1, a 2, a 3. And then I'll full house. Just see what I get. Tactical maneuver. And then I have 3 000s. And this last one will guarantee the break. I'm going to turn down my volume real quick because it's pretty loud. Let me do that. But yeah, you can kind of see like where this is going with the with this, and then all you have to do is repeat this strategy for the early turns. So full house again. I unfortunately did not trigger a heal, but this early in the fight, it doesn't really matter all that much. You really just want to focus on getting your damage in. The healing part, the healing mechanic comes later in the fight. So, and we'll go over that as well. So right now I have 1 000. I know I'm going to generate another. So I'll have at least 2. The question is will I have 3? So if I use this, and then I use this, it'll generate a second one, and then these 3 will generate a third. So I'm golden. Okay, drew that, and then 1, a 2, a 3. And now I have 3 000s. I'm going to use this counterfeit real quick. Draw this. Draw that. And as you can see, this is the vanilla variant of the Sereniel deck. I do not have the +1 AP on this version, and I still have 5 AP. I have more than enough cards to play everything. So that's why I'm saying like why you don't really need the AP. It's kind of just like extra. It's a nice to have. It's aspirational, and it's great for other content. But here you don't really need it all that much if you know what you're doing. So we're gonna do this some more. So I already have enough for the 3 laser. But we're actually going to go down even further because we have a pale shooting star in hand. So we're going to go ahead and straight. Activate all 3. Tactical maneuver. Gonna use these. And then Pale Shooting Star. And Pale Shooting Star will always break the boss when it's at full. So. And so as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage here. And this is a deck with 0 Divine Epiphanies. I just want to, like, reiterate that. The Sereniel deck has absolutely nothing going for it. Same with this Selena deck. So you don't really need to, like, RNG your way through. Since I'm down to 3... Yeah, I'm gonna go down to 3. And then maneuver? Okay, straight. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so looking at my turn end, because we're about to end my turn here, I want you to take a look at this deck. Devil Dice, 4-tack maneuvers, Pale Shooting Star, and these lasers are going to go straight to my hand. So you're going to watch my next opening hand. You're going to be like, holy crap. And this is just turn 1. I've already gotten the 500k. I'm actually at 8. But, yeah, and then I just end turn here. And I'm going to add those to my hand, and boom, look at my opening hand. It's beautiful. So let's use this. Let's use this, draw a card. This might be sus. Alright. Because I draw all my tactical maneuvers. And, this is something that happens sometimes. Sometimes you just get dicked. And I just have to pray for a full house. I got bailed out. Yep, I got bailed out hard, so... But sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get turns like that. This is why 4-tack maneuvers can be kind of sus. But otherwise, you're golden if you don't. So far, I have not hit a single 111, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Sometimes that's just the RNG with this build. There is a variant where you use the basic card, basic heal, and I actually have a Reddit post that I made on that. But we can, I'll kind of go over that at the end as well. Let's see, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, full house into this. Into this. And then because I have Pale Shooting Star in my hand, I can just burn everything. So I'm going to do that. Okay, have all of this. Let's use them all. Okay, I finally got a 111. Fun. Okay. Except I also screwed up, so I'm gonna undo that real quick. I forgot to reset the boss. Alright, hold on. Now I do this. Oh, man. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then just do the same thing. Since I have at least 3, or I'm gonna have 3 triple zeros. Oh my god, I have a lot of triple zeros. Pretty sure I can activate all of these and break. Yeah. And then we're just gonna do this again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Full house, see what I get. Wow, a little late. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, cool. I got a really OP hand. This is kind of what I described in the beginning, where these 3 always add yourself to hand, and your remaining cards are all just combo cards that you can work with. So, high-powered scope. A 1, a 2, a 3. Use a straight here. Use a triple zero, free up your hand size, and then use that. This one I should be able to kill. Oof, okay. Oh, that's perfect. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Okay. Interesting. He didn't generate the curse. Oh, you learned something new. One, 2, 3. Let's use that. Free up my hand size a little bit. Same with here. Full house. I've got nothing left, so 1, 2. Why am I just drawing all triple zeros here, man? 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Is it going to generate more quests for me? No more curses? So that's unfortunate. Okay. At some point, you've just exhausted all your cards, so you're just gonna have to rip through the rest of your turn. Keep in mind, I have like 30 morale here. This is ridiculous. And once again, just I have the nuts. Because that's how this deck works. Because you have like no cards. Alright. Activate that. 1, 2, 3. Broke him right before killing him. That actually makes us like really strong. Yeah. So, 1. And then, just so now that I have all these counterfeits, it's pretty important that you draw into them. So that's why you see some builds have, like, forbidden, the forbidding card that lets you draw per, like, cards in hand. Because it gives you chances to draw into the counterfeits once they're 0 cost. But I'll get in. Let me just go ahead and keep playing this out. Alright, so right here, I just want to maximize my hand size, so I'm just going to go ahead and burn all of my homing lasers. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then straight, 000, 000. This 111's in my hand, it's a little unfortunate. I don't want to use it, so I'll just tack, and then Pale Shooting Star. One, 2. I'm gonna have 3 000s by the time, when it's time to break, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that now. So, and then reset, and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go 1, 2. See, if I was playing the heal variant of this build, where you use the that one forbidden initiation card that heals on draw, you can actually take the damage here, because if you check, he actually applies a debuff, and he's going to give you the curses once you kill him. So you can actually do it again, you'll get 2 more curses, because it's only 2 if you do it twice in a turn after you've killed him. But because I'm not playing the heal variant, I can't do anything with this triple one, so that's something to consider if you're trying to go for like a top 10, top 3 kind of run. Anyways, let me get back to this. Got a counterfeit, so alright, so here you want to make sure that like this is part of the turn where you're gonna generate a lot of morale. You may not have a lot of resets left, but you're gonna want to make sure you have at least 4 lasers, because remember, it takes 4 lasers, and then you're gonna start using counterfeits. And then gonna do that. Do that. Do that. My hand is full, because that's what happens when you don't manage hand size like I did. So I'm going to burn this down. 1, a 2. Okay, I'm going to attack maneuver here. Okay, I have no more deck, so... Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And then once again, I have 3 triple zeros to finish the remaining bar. And oh, I didn't crit there. Unfortunate. I could do this and pray that I crit, or I can use this. If I do this and see what happens, I ended up getting 2 straights. Maybe that's a little unfortunate. So if I reset here, what I can do is I'll eat the damage. And then I'll just go kick his ass. This, to do this. And I'm out of Ravage resets. I already used all 4 maneuvers. So I can't do much else on this turn, but kind of see what I'm doing here. And it's just repetition after this point. And like I will say, once again, I do not have the variant of the deck that gives me AP, yet I still have 8 AP after everything is used. So if I just wanted to burn these counterfeits, I can. But I'm not going to, because I actually want to keep them in the deck to make them 0 cost next turn. So we're going to end this here. And it's perfect, so we just keep going. Full house and a 000. That's not bad. Do I have a laser? I could get unlucky. So if I just do this here, that's probably for the best. So we're just gonna do it. Okay, my hand is full. Nice. Alright, so this... I'm going to reset now because I need to drop down on hand size. Plus, I'm going to need 000s if I want to break the boss because I'm missing homing lasers. So we're going to do this. We're going to activate this. It's going to give me a 000 and a full house. We're going to do this. Okay. And I think I'm dicked, but we're going to try it anyways. Let's see if I get bailed out. I got bailed out, I think. Oh no, I did not get bailed out. Do I want to do this? Nah. Sometimes you have turns like this. It's still not too great, but as you can see, I'm doing just fine here. Activate this. Okay. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Activate this. Oh, perfect. 1, a 2, a 3. Creates a replica. Oh, this is fun. We're gonna go 1, a 2, and a 3. Gonna generate like 10 curse cards here. I am going to start drawing a bunch of these right now, so the important thing is that I burn my hand size down and maximize the damage I'm doing, so... Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 in hand. So I have room for one more card creation. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to burn all these. Then I'm going to attack maneuver and then Pale Shooting Star. Obviously, there's a lot of damage on the table, so... Just gonna slam that. Use a counterfeit here. Counterfeit. Okay. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you maintain 8 cards in hand when you're doing the counterfeit draws so that you don't generate... You over-generate and go above your hand size, so... Alright, so I have a lot of counterfeits here, so I'm just going to keep drawing them. Make sure I have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be nice if we had like a hand count. There we go. I'm at 9 cards right now, so I know we need to go back down to 8. So you really gotta micromanage how many cards are in your hand. One, two, three. I'm at 9 cards. I have no more cards to draw because I have an empty deck. And that's fine. So I go 1, 2. Activate the straight, and then make an assessment. If I activate 1, 2, I won't have 3 triple zeros, so I need to use 4 lasers instead of 3. So I'm going to do this now. 1, a 2. No cards left in deck, whatever. Use these. Want to maximize the hand. And then 1. Gonna overgenerate. Oh, no, I won't. I have no more cards to draw because I have such a minimalist deck, but the whole point of this run is to show you what you can do with when you have absolutely bare bones nothing to work with. No fancy cards, no fancy strats, just do the same thing over and over. Okay, I have 2 triple zeros. This will generate the 3rd. 1, 2. You can see how deterministic this setup is. Keep in mind, I still have 5 turns left. I'm already at 1.2 mil. So just goes to show just how strong this strategy actually is. Alright, cool. Here we are again. Good start, activating the straight. Gonna activate this before I activate the last card. Do I pop it now? Or do I wait until to generate 2 more curses on the next go? There's no guarantee. Yeah, why not? We'll wait and... Oh man, that's really bad. Maybe I get lucky here? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that there. I might... If I do this, it'll activate. If I do this, it'll activate. So regardless, that'll kill me. We'll just do it like this. Not ideal. Wasted attack maneuver, but it is what it is. Oh, I can activate this. Fun. So, do some... Go down to 3. And then reset. 1, 2, 3. I already have 2, so... Man, I'm not getting a full house today. Probably because I'm over-generating. Hey, full house! Speak of the devil. Alright, time to snowball. Counterfeit. 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 2 trips. Devil dice. Counterfeit. Counterfeit. 2 triple zeros. Counterfeit. Attack maneuver. And then... So we go... Looks like I didn't have any more counterfeits anyway, so... Or attack maneuvers. So we'll just rip everything. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and end the turn. Okay. Whenever you get a hand like this, you generally just want to go down by a couple, and then just start drawing. Got a free reset? Let's think about this one. 1, 2, 3. If I go down, so. Go straight into trip zeros. One, 2, 3. Always leave yourself down to 4 lasers. That was pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 9 cards, so now I can draw that. Go down to 4 lasers again. Activate. Realize that I have a bunch of trip zeros, so I'm going to use them all. Ooh, 111, finally. See if I do. Yeah, I can do this. Go 111, 000, and then 000. Okay. If I generate here, there's no guarantee. Yeah, there is, actually. I'm fine. Counterfeit, counterfeit, counterfeit. 2 trip zeros. Counterfeit. Oof, that's rough. That is rough. Oh no, I screwed up. Oh well. It is what it is. I didn't think I was gonna draw into that. Fuck it. I don't even generate my 111 or 000 here, do I? If I get bailed, oh my god, I got bailed out. And I'm out of resets, so yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. Okay. There we go. Alright, if I get lucky and I crit here and I kill him. Oh my god, I crit him. Activate this. I had no business extending my turn there, but huh. Hmm. Okay, buddy. We're gonna be here for a second. Ow. Wow, you hurt. Okay. Oh, I should have used this 000, but guess I'll use it now. I'm probably gonna die on the last turn, because I used that heal earlier and it really dicked my HP. But, it's still like a really, really good turn, or good run. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. Boss is dead. Oof. Yo, I'm getting flooded with 111s. It's GG's, dude. Can I even do anything because of the 111 flood, or... I got dicked. Oh wait, I didn't get dicked. Go counterfeits. Wait, what did I just do? No, I forgot! Oh my god. Alright. Technical difficulties. And I have to do that twice, because I goofed. Oh, man. There we go. I have to do it one more time as well. There we go. Finally! I can play the game. I'm pretty fucking dead here. I think I can... If I heal a little bit? Oh shit. That actually increases the damage he does, so hold on. I gotta redo that. There we go. Alright, so don't heal here. It's just gonna double his damage if I do that. Okay. That's good to know.
裏か表か派手に行こうかね。
待機中です。ご命令を。コバルトウィンどんな敵でも徹底的に排除いたします。殲滅。ターゲットロック。コバルトライト。撃ちましょうか。
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm dead anyways. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, well.
狙います。殲滅。
派手に行こうかね。
What does the most damage with my last hit? 141,
コバルトウィング待機中。
裏か表か。
狙います。
139. This does more damage. Cool.
殲滅。
I'll die like a man.
強かったら飛べる。宇宙最強のロックスターにふさわしいライブだったね。
Alright, but yeah. Wasn't the perfect run. But as you can see, I was able to clear 1.2 mil with the most vanilla deck imaginable. You know, absolutely nothing going on here. Nothing, very bare bones. So just goes to show you can still do it. In any case, thank you for watching, and you have a wonderful day.